Today, I wanted to talk about bringing awareness to problems that you may face as a freight broker in this industry, and likewise, carriers can face similar problems in their own right when it comes to all kinds of issues that happen in logistics. But specifically for today, freight brokers and issues that you can have, and I think bringing awareness to these kind of issues, these real life issues that you can face, will kind of help people better plan to mitigate the risk and try everything in their power to limit the problems that may arise when it comes to moving freight all over North America. So this happened to me a little while back. It was during the time of crazy prices, absolutely insane prices all over the place. So, this load that I got, I gave it to a carrier for $11,000. It was supposed to go from Canada down to Texas and eventually to Mexico. It was an in-bond load. It was 6 pallets that had to go to 3 different plants, but it was all delivering on the same trailer to the USA facility, and then it would be transloaded and sent out to Mexico with a Mexican carrier. So we gave the load to a carrier. It was actually me that gave the load to the carrier, and the carrier was late for pickup by an hour. Again, things happen, traffic, late award, customers, late approval, all that kind of stuff plays into it being late for pickup. It was supposed to pick up on Thursday, deliver Saturday early afternoon to Southern Texas with a team, bonded shipment. And the carrier, the dispatch team stated, once they were loaded that, yeah, you know what, everything's fine. We're still going to be on time. We're still going to get where we need to go on time. The customer did request hourly updates on this. They requested that we send them updates every single 60 minutes and make sure that happens all the way up to delivery. I gave the carrier a few options, either do automated tracking, or if they want, they can send hourly updates. They decided and opted in on the hourly updates, and I told them if anything changes, let me know and we can go from there. They were giving me hourly updates, no problem. Everything made sense. Every time they sent an update, it made sense that they were there. Every stop they had where they said they had traffic, I confirmed there definitely was traffic on the highways they were on. So everything made sense. Well, come Saturday, for a noon delivery, nothing. No sign of the truck. 2 p.m. comes around, oh, we're an hour out. 3 p.m. comes around, oh, we're another hour out. So by this time, I'm already frustrated, right? So I'm asking them, okay, I just need honest feedback. Just tell me what is happening. And they tell me, sorry, one of our drivers, he ended up getting sick in Dallas. He got COVID, so we had to put another driver on this, and that's why we are late on this. We apologize for the issues. Yada, yada, yada. Anyways, come Saturday, 5 p.m., still nothing. Come Saturday, 7 p.m., still nothing. Come Saturday, 9 p.m., they tell me driver is an hour out from their yard in Southern Texas, in the city where it's delivering to, in El Paso, Texas. And I tell them, okay, this is all already messed up. Everything's already crazy. Just keep me posted. I'm going to try to limit the fires and trying to keep this under control. We're already in a huge mess, but trying to kind of calm everybody down in the situation, including myself too, trying to calm myself down too. And the next thing you know, all of Saturday, no delivery at all. It didn't even arrive to El Paso. We found that out later. Sunday morning comes around, customers email me every 15 minutes. Do you have an update? Do you have an update? I'm trying to reach these guys, doing all the phone calls, going down the whole list. Nothing. The customer says to me, okay, you know what? I live in El Paso. I'm going to do a drive-by to see if they're around in their yard because we know of this carrier. They drive by the yard. They say, you know what? There's no trucks around. There's 2 trailers on their cross dock on their facility, docked into 2 docks that they have. But the trailer number that you gave us is not there. So I was like, oh, yikes, what's going on now, right? So I called them, like, this trailer number you gave me is not there. So they give me another trailer number that's docked onto one of the docks. Just drop trailer on the dock. And the next thing you know, the customer also sends me pictures to confirm that the trailer number they gave me was not there. So definitely the trailer number they gave me was not on site. They gave me another trailer number. The customer's freaking out. They want corrective actions. They want escalation of this. So I didn't know what else to do. Like I literally went on LinkedIn and said, this carrier, I gave the carrier name. This is brutal customer service. We need to be better. We need to do better. And the next thing, and I did that to get the owner's attention. And the next thing you know, the owner calls me and he says to me, listen to me very carefully. We will hold this freight hostage until you pay us the $11,000 in full. And then maybe I will deliver this to the facility where it needs to go. Just maybe. And I say, okay, listen. Okay, I will remove the posting right this second, but please go ahead and get us one of your drivers to take the trailer that's docked that you have given me the true trailer number for, that's docked on your yard, on your facility, and take it to the final destination where it needs to go for cross-docking again, transloading again, and then sent out to Mexico. He says, no problem, just confirm that you've deleted the post. And so I did. I deleted the post. 5 hours went by, literally nothing, no movement. This guy's not answering my calls. So I go in and I send in my own truck to go pick up. Again, I had to spend another $2,500 to get another truck in to go pick up their trailer. We sent in that truck. I get approval from the owner finally that we can hook onto this trailer and take it to delivery because they didn't have any drivers. And obviously he waited over 5.5 hours to tell me this. And so I hook, and we take it to the final transload place. And at the transload place, they open the seal, they open the door. It's not even my customer's freight. It's a completely different load for that carrier's different customer. So I freak out at them, like, you guys just keep lying. Like, it's one lie that's now turned into 30 different lies. What else are you going to say? I'm 100% sure that the driver didn't get hospitalized. I'm 100% sure that he didn't get COVID. I'm 100% sure this wasn't a team. I'm 100% sure, there's more to this. And they finally get back to me and said they actually consolidated this freight. And I asked them, in what reality did I tell them that they can consolidate this freight? I don't care if they had additional trailer space. I gave you $11,000 to go direct to Texas on an expedite load with a team. So come Monday, the original trailer finally arrives in El Paso, finally arrives to their yard. And I send in another truck to hook from their yard and take it to delivery at the transload facility. We finally get that done. The load delivered on Tuesday afternoon. We shut down 3 production plants in Mexico because of carriers' lies, bad communication, dishonesty, consolidating freight without authorization. 11th, we have to be real about this. Quitting all the BS aside, if you're getting $11,000, you should be treating that customer, quite frankly, with respect, and not even on a personal level like me. The company is giving you $11,000 to run a load that you otherwise maybe would have gotten in current conditions, $3,500 maybe. 4,000 maybe in current conditions. In regular conditions, maybe half of 11,000, up maybe a little bit more, maybe like 6,000 for a team to get down there. So someone is giving you double what you should be getting on this lane, and you are not thankful, you are not reasonable with your approach, and you're continuing to try to scam more out of this person. And so it was incredibly frustrating. I told them, listen, the corrective action report, I have written it up. The customer wants an explanation. I gave them an explanation of what happened, but they also want a reduction in the rate, and they want a 45% reduction in the rate because of everything that has happened. Everything. They say, sorry, we don't give discounts. Okay, no problem. We paid the carrier in full. We paid them what they wanted. So what was originally quoted to them or what they quoted me at 11,000. I had to give that corrective action report still to the customer. At that time, that customer was my major customer. I ended up losing that customer. I've never managed to recover that account. Their reasoning, and I talked to the lady that drove by and took pictures and dealt with it the best way that she could. She says, I have people breathing down my neck. They want somebody that is now physically responsible for this, and they want them let go in the sense of they never get their freight again on their trailers or be tendered freight again. Unfortunately, that was me. I had to take that hit. I've never been able to recover that account, all because of carrier lies and deceptions and deceptive business practices, unethical business practices. And so what we did after that was we had stipulations in our carrier confirmations. Freight can't be held hostage. If you don't deliver on the date specified, there will be huge fines associated with it. In addition to that, everything is now automatically tracked, and any deviation from the lane where it's going, there will be some questions that need to be answered and some pictures and proof needing to be sent. Why you're sending a truck that was supposed to pick up in Quebec, why are you now sending him north from Montreal instead of south towards Texas? But these kind of business owners that do this kind of stuff and do the unethical thing towards people that are tendering them freight, there is a special place in logistics hell for them. And it's sad. It's sad that they're always talking about how they're so kind, generous, and giving. Well, what's up with the deceptive business practices then? Put your money where your mouth is. Do as you say you will do. You will never have a problem if you do as you say you will do. Live this life with integrity and honesty and do it the right way. There's no need for this. There's no need to go down this route. There is no need to treat your customers. I am your customer in this case. There's no need for you to do this. You're jumping in your own stomach doing this. You're actually ruining your own business doing this because people will find out. Logistics is a closely knit community. People will know that you were the one that did this. Right? In addition to this, some other things we've implemented is before we even book a carrier, in addition to looking at the carrier 401 freight guard, any red flags that pop up through carrier onboarding, if they're not already onboarded, we look at their Google reviews and we take into consideration how they treat their drivers, how they treat their customers, how they treat their internal operations staff, how they treat the loads while it's in transit, in other words, driver behavior on the roads. We take this all into consideration, and even the consideration of if you have a 2.1 rating on Google or 2.3 or 4 rating out of 5, there's probably reason for that, and there's a reason why there's over 300 or 400 reviews of your company and 90% of them are negative. That isn't a group of 90% of people that know each other from that Google review and then they all just decided to gang up on you. No, it's your business practices that have gotten you here and have gotten us to this situation. And hopefully what you can take out of this as a new freight broker is that you have to let the carriers know what you require in terms of communication and why that delivery date and time is so important. Make sure that's on your carrier confirmations. Make sure that's in your broker carrier agreements, and make sure that you're talking with the people, the decision makers in that company, if it's a super hot load as well. And these are all things that you can do to try to mitigate as much as possible in terms of issues that happen. Also, I don't know who's a fan of this, but You can also do corrective action reports for any loads that do kind of a go sideways, go against what you committed to or go against what you promised to the customer. Do a corrective action report, file it in your system, and let the carrier know you filed a corrective action report and the reasons why. And so the reason why you want to have that communication channel is they can then take that, and if they're a good company, they will then take that to heart and fix and right their wrongs. And that's what we have to do. We have to educate these companies that think they can just walk all over people because they have some trucks, right? Likewise, same thing for brokers. Don't walk over carriers. The good carriers, don't walk over them. Don't do it. Do as you say you will do. Okay? And if you see a super cheat rate, it's probably too good to be true. So make sure you ask your carriers, why is it that you're giving a rate this cheap? How is this even possible? How are you doing this? What are your operating costs? What is your cost per mile to run this load if this is what you're giving me as the rate? And so that's kind of, overall awareness to the industry, what could really happen. I can't even begin to explain to you the amount of stress this specific shipment cost me. And the consequences of that. Yes, I lost the customer. Yes, I never got that customer back. Yes, I have tried numerous times. Yes, I've visited them and all that kind of stuff, and emailed them and called them and tried to reason with them and explain to them my role in the equation is to find you a carrier to do it. When the carrier fails, my goal is to be the one that's doing the diplomatic reasoning to try to get to a resolution, because I'm not the one driving the truck. Because if it was me, I would have this thing offloaded on Saturday, but it's not me. It's not us. We are now trying to play catch up with a carrier that's given us 30 lies in a row on one shipment. Maybe the worst part of all that, even putting the lies aside, the fact that they weren't honest and upfront that the rate they gave me was a consolidated rate, which is still preposterous. $11,000 and consolidated on 6 pallets. But I've never talked to this owner again since then. I don't plan on talking to him. It just shows you what a horrible human being he is, to put somebody through that, So, that's just what it is, That's just the reality of the situation, I mean, look at this. Look at these people here. Look, I gotta feed these mouths. I can't lie to my customers. I don't have the luxury to do that. I don't have 1,500, 2,000 trailers, and I don't have drivers that I treat like crap, and I don't have drivers that I can just dispose of like they mean nothing. I want my time on this planet to mean something in this position that I'm in. So that's what you should take away from this. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this. I don't want to keep it way too long. 18 minutes is more than enough to get the point across. If you like this or feel like you need to comment on this scenario or give a scenario of your own, please do. We can educate the industry this way. Share this and also subscribe to the channel if you find the content valuable. So again, thank you very much for listening. God bless, and stay honest and truthful in your path in life. So God bless. Cheers.